Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Mandy and I like to talk about nail polish, makeup panning, and sometimes things going on in my real life. Today I have my update for my project polish where I am working on 6 of my older, gloopier, thicker polishes that I want to get out of my collection. So if this is something you are interested in, then hit the subscribe button and stay tuned. Okay, so the polishes in this project are either low in fill line, old in my collection, or ones that have been decluttered to me that are on their way to being past their prime, getting thick and hard to use. So, starting with the first polish that has been in the longest, this is from Avon, and it is in their nail wear, and this is warm black. And our last mark was here, and it looks like the polish is a little bit above that, and it may well be because it is getting thick, and I have had to add thinner to it. And yeah, it is still usable. I am wearing it today on my pinky and thumb. Last month I wore it once, and so far this month I've worn it once. So that's twice since the last update. I had 12 uses prior to this year, and so far this year I've worn it 4 times, bringing me to 16 uses in this project. When I first brought it in, it was up here, so we're now down to here, a little bit above that line. I'm going to keep using this and hopefully get it done sometime soon. The next polish is from OPI, and this one is called No Autographs Please. I was trying to see if it went down. It went down just a little bit. I have it marked right here, and it is just at the bottom of that line. I have worn it once last month, and prior to this year I had worn it 5 times, and during 2025 I've used it twice, bringing me to 7 uses in this project. The Avon was one that was originally part of my collection that I purchased myself, so it started as a full bottle. This one was I got through a de-stash, so it did not come to me new, and it is actually one of the few that I think the formula is still fairly good. I don't recall having to add thinner to it. I am actually currently still wearing it on my toes for my pedicure. But yeah, we're going to talk a little bit more about things that are thick and whether I want to keep reviving them, because I've decided I don't. So the next 4 polishes in this collection all need reviving except one, or have needed reviving in the past except one. So the first one that's been in the project the longest is another OPI. This is one I purchased myself, so it started in my collection as a full bottle. And this is Take It for Granite, which is very, very old. I always say this. I don't remember when the collection came out, but it was very old. And I have it marked here, but looking through, it looks like the fill line is a little bit higher. That could be because I added thinner to it. This is one that is thick and getting gloopy, and over the next month or two I'm going to try rotating through the rest of these and see if they are usable. And if I deem them not usable, meaning I have to add thinner to them, because I know this one for sure I've added thinner to several times. And there's only so many times you can add thinner to a polish before it just becomes a pain in the butt. And this is not that unique of a color. It is just a dark charcoal pearl finish. Gunmetal, I like to call it. So yeah, before this year I'd worn it 4 times. This year I've only worn it once, and that was in January. So 5 times in total. And yeah, this is on the chopping block. It may be going. All right, next is one that does not need thinning because it is not that bad and it's not that low. I brought it in thinking it was. So I've talked about this before. This is the Avon Mirror Shine in Polish Poli. I thought this was really low because it is a light bottle. It is a plastic bottle and it is opaque. When I brought it in, we were at that bottom line there, just at the bottom of the colored section of the label. This formula is great. The brush is thin. The formula is fine. But this is one of my older bottles. I did purchase this myself, so it did start off as a full bottle. And I want to get these older nail polishes out of my collection because I have over 200 polishes now, and if I spend all my time working on these ones that are thick and gloopy and need reviving, a majority of which have come into my collection from other people's destashes or are just been sitting around a really long time, yeah, they're not worth hanging on to and messing with when I have so many other polishes that work fine. So this one I just brought into the project this year, and I've only worn it once. That was in February, so it's going to be around for a while. Next is Blackheart Beauty. This is gray iridescent. This was brought in this year as well. And this is another one I got through a destash. It's a very beautiful polish, but it is getting thick every time I try and use it. And as unique as I think it is, it probably isn't. It is a gray polish with a blue-green shimmer, and that's where we're sitting at right now. I think last time I used it, I did have to thicken it up, but that use was in March, so I don't remember, and that is the only time I've used it in this project so far. So another one that is on the chopping block. And then one I just brought in is another one that I got in a destash. This is from Sally Hansen. They're hard as nails in Teal Steel. I brought this in May, so last month, and I have not worn it, but before bringing it in, I did have to revive it. And I have not worn it this month, and it's looking like, you know, it may be usable. It may be thickening up again. I did clean the necks on all of these bottles to make sure they are closed well. So no uses on this, and like I said, over the next couple months, I'm going to try and rotate through all of them to see which ones need to go. That being said, I did go through my entire nail polish collection, checking the status of all of them. I have about 5 or 6 polishes I have destashed because they were so thick and chunky, they were not worth reviving. And then I had 5 polishes that were on the thicker side, but not so thick and chunky that I didn't think they were worth reviving. So I did revive them, and I put them aside as ones to bring into my project polish next. So I'm going to go over those with you really quickly. That way, if in the future they pop up and you're like, wait, that wasn't in there before, that's because something moved out and something came in. So basically, we're going to say I'm adding 5 more polishes to my project polish to work on, because I'd like to get use out of these. Some, all but one, came to me through destashes, and I would like to get some use out of them before they become unusable. So the one that is original to my collection is from Sinful Colors. This is Mercury Rising, and like I said, when I went through it, I did have to add some polish thinner to it, and I cannot see through this bottle right now. I'll have to shine a light to see where it is, but I think we're right about here. I did at one point a long time ago mark all my polishes way up here, but I've used it since, and I think we're down about here. There is a lot stuck to the sides, so it's hard to tell, but this is a dark burgundy with a shimmer, leaning almost brown. But yeah, that is Mercury Rising from Sinful Colors. That is the only one I purchased myself. The rest of the last 4 all came to me in destashes. The first one here is another Sally Hansen Hard as Nails. This one is called Pumping Iron. There you go. Now you can see it. I was looking at it off screen. This one is not marked. It's actually, I think it's marked right there. Yeah, that looks like a mark on the outside of the bottle. A separation there. So that is where it is now. It is a silver, and that is one of my favorite colors, and it is kind of a nice chromy one. It is still in a usable state at this time, so we're going to bring that in to get some use out of it. I have several other silvers in my collection that are doing much better. And if I can get some use out of that and get it out, that would be great. All right, next is another one from a D stash. These all are, I don't know I'm going to keep telling you, but I will. This is Formula X from Sephora. And this one is called, I forget, Intergalactic. And this one is a very thick metallic. I have worn it and is a very textured polish. I don't know if it's supposed to be textured, but it is quite thick. I did add, I think, some clear polish as well as thinner to this to get it to a workable consistency where I think it would be wearable. It is sort of a pink metallic rose gold. Very pretty polish. I really enjoy the times I did wear it, even though it is textured. I didn't mind. I actually kind of liked it. It's sort of a sensory thing. If I was nervous, I could play with my nails and feel the texture. Anyway, so yeah, this one came to me in a D-stash, and it is pretty full, but since it is a thick polish, you know, is it really worth it? Even though it's textured, is it really worth it? So I want to get some, spend some time playing with this and whether it's worth keeping around. All right, then that last two are very beautiful, and they're both from Blackheart Beauty. This first one just says Gel Effect, and the label came off it, and when I scanned a photo of it, it said Cobalt Blue, and it is this guy here. It is a beautiful duochrome, blue to purple, metallic. I have worn this, and it was really beautiful. I was sad when I opened it up and saw that it was starting to get thick. So I'd like to get some more use out of this before it goes gloopier. And the same with this one. This one is called Midnight Galaxy. This is a black with, I think, a linear hollow in it. I don't believe I have worn this one on my nails yet, but again, one that is really beautiful and I would love to get used in before it really gets to the point of not being able to use it. So that is everything for this update. Let me know what you think about my decision to move out gloopy polishes in favor of ones that have good formulas, and the addition of the 5 new polishes that I'm going to try and work on. I've been focusing on working on the least used, or the oldest ones, so like this one, and then kind of not using the other ones. Hence the Teal Steel has no uses, and many of the others only have 1 use since this year, and we're halfway through the year. So I'm going to start rotating through these and getting rid of the ones that are not working anymore, because like I said, I have over 200 polishes and I keep accumulating more because I can't help myself. And I don't want to spend all my time thinning polishes and playing with finicky polishes. So anyway, that being said, once again, if you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you like my content, please consider subscribing. It means a lot to me, and it tells YouTube that you like me and all that. And until my next video, don't forget to take care of yourselves. Stay true to you, and I love you, no matter who or what you are, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!